So this is the underside of the control box I'm using, and this is the motor controller for the 0 to 90 degree rotation, and this is the motor controller for the table on top, the 360 rotation. So what I was doing was, I have the unit here and I was setting the potentiometer. I was checking the potentiometer so I could change the code so it reads from 0 to 90. And I brought home some instruments to measure the angle. And while I was here, I thought I would check out to find out what's going on with that motor controller, because when I had it together it didn't work. So I took the leads that were here. One of them's for the 0 to 90 and the other one's for the rotation. So I plugged in this is the controller aviation plug. So I plugged in the 0 to 90 rotation and I still couldn't get it to work. So then, just to check it, I plugged in the 360 rotation, and it kind of worked and it kind of didn't work, and it kind of made me believe that it's something in this motor controller, because if that worked, then I would say it was something in the 0 to 90. But since the 360 rotation didn't work right, I'm saying that it's something in this controller unit. So what I had done was, later on I went online and I wanted to buy another motor controller, and this piece on the base piece, they're out of stock. But this piece here, they had them in stock, so I ordered 3 of them, thinking that this is probably the piece that's not working, and I just unplugged this from the base and put a new one in here. So then I was looking at different motor controllers in case it was something to do with the base. I didn't want to be stuck without a motor controller, because I wanted to get this thing going. So I found a different motor controller that uses the same top piece, and I ordered 3 of those. And when you order the base piece, it comes with the top piece too. So now I got 6 top pieces coming and 3 motor controllers coming, plus this one piece I already have. So I got plenty of motor controllers. I'm just waiting for them to come in. So meantime, I thought, well, I'd work on this potentiometer thing, which is, it's underneath here. This is that thing that has that long tube covering it with the magnifying glass. So what I did was, the potentiometer that was on the side of the machine over there, I scooted this over and I added some wire, added some extension wires to the plug, because I could make this longer and it wouldn't affect it one bit. So I made it longer, and then I plugged it in here, and that thing was like going crazy. It was like super bright, and it was jumping all around, and I couldn't figure out what was going on with it before it worked. But it was just, I changed the code. So I unplugged it, and I went back and I changed that. The original code was 1,000 milliseconds or frames per second, and I changed it to 500, thinking that would stop some of the little flickering I had in there. So I changed it back to 1,000, and I brought it back in here. I mean, I just plugged it in here, right here. Just took it out of the computer and changed the code, put it back in, brought it back in here, and then I went to plug it in, and I realized that this was for the motor. This wasn't for the reader, for the encoder. The one for the encoder is back here. And I said, well, that's a problem. I just sent 12 volts through a 5-volt unit. And that's probably why it's not working. So I took out my voltmeter and I checked this, and I was getting I was getting basically nothing on it. There was no good voltage going through there, and you get a number once in a while, and I think it's pretty well shot. So I ordered 2 of those, and that's pretty much where I am now. I'm just these parts should be in next week, so I'm just basically sitting idle. All right, talk to you later.